All right, so how mean people can be. Sometimes you will be wondering that is this one really a human being? Listening to the story of Ifunanya and her father, you will know that some siblings, they are nothing to write home about. Now, from the story this girl put out, she talked about her father who has been in America for a long time. That's where he had his children, and then maybe he has, retired. He has retired actually and decided to go back to Nigeria, where he has even built a house, very beautiful house, like a mansion, So he decided to relocate to go and stay there with his sisters and brothers, while the children remain in America. From the story, I don't think he's still with a wife. I don't know, but she didn't really say much about that. So when the man went, he has been in communication with his children, with the family. And after some time, according to the lady, they stopped hearing from the man. When they stopped hearing from the man, she will call the auntie, and the auntie will say, he's so place. He went out. All those kind of excuses that will be giving you kind of as if there is hope. So the lady kept wondering, oh, well, let me talk to him. Let me speak with him. And it was to no avail. She was not able to speak to the man. And after some time, she was like, no, this is getting out of hand. What do I do? Let me go by myself. And she decided to go to Nigeria on her own without any announcement. She didn't tell anybody she was coming. She just came suddenly. Getting to her father's compound, she noticed that they have used a heap of sound to block the gate, so they couldn't open the gate, so she had to go in through the small gate. So by the time the auntie and the uncle they saw her, it became something else. They started putting up a kind of gazebos. The sand that was there, they started throwing it at the lady, started calling her names, started talking, started, saying so many things. And the lady was like, what's going on? I came to see my father. In all of this, what mattered to her was to see her father. Where is my father? Where is my daddy? Where is my daddy? So along the line, people had to come. That once they start making noise like this, people start gathering. And when people start gathering, the lady was not like telling them she came to see her father. She introduced herself to them, letting them know that she's Peter's daughter and she wants to see him. And some of them were like, but they've not been seeing anybody like that for a long time and all of that. And the lady was like, she wants to see her father. So in the process, the way her auntie especially was behaving, she had to, let police people be involved and also the youth of the community, so that somehow that day she was able to, they had to even call someone else, an uncle in Abuja, who confirmed to her that the father was in Abuja with the uncle there. But the lady was not satisfied. Like the lady keeps saying the Holy Spirit tells her, and her mind was telling her that the father is in that same compound, which she decided and insisted that she wanted to go upstairs. And along the line with all the stoppage and all of that, she was able to go upstairs. Getting upstairs, her father was actually there. What she saw, her mouth cannot even say it. That the man, her father, a man that is an American citizen, was on the small mat on the floor, just lying down. And the lady was like, what is this? She could not believe her eyes. And she went close to him to ask him, Daddy, do you recognize me? He said, yes. Do you know I love you? And all of that. And the lady was, in that shock. I know a lot of people were saying, so why did she carry him that day and all of that? The shock alone of what she saw is even, the lady had to go back to her hotel room, The aunties also did their own, carry the man to a native doctor to ensure that the man will not recognize the daughter, or he will say he doesn't know the daughter at the end of the day. But the girl applied wisdom and all of that, and she was able to come back. Also met with the father's best friend. The police people helped her. There's one person or no who or something. They helped her, and at the end of the day, with all what the auntie and the uncle did, how they carried the man to a native doctor. At the end of the day they even went to rescue the man, was the story is very long. It's very, very long. I'm just cutting it short. The day they went to rescue the man, she was there. The auntie, wanted to go upstairs. They even locked the door. The thing is somehow. It's somehow, honestly, not a story that somebody can really, say exactly all the things that happen. But I am wondering, why would somebody, because of money that you want to be getting from the man, because the man was being paid every month $5,000. So those people, I'm sure, the only reason why that man was still living is because of that money they were getting. If not, they were getting money, they would have paid the man. So they would have looked at it. If we buy him, then that money will not come, or something like that. So that's why they just kept him in one place. Maybe once in a while they will look for something to give him to eat, or give him small, just human being. That is the man's siblings did that to the man. Eventually, at the end of the story, for now, the lady was able to move her father back to the US with so many kind of struggles. But this is a lesson to a lot of men. Your family, your immediate family, your wife and your children are very important. I'll come back with more talk on this. Okay, so please like, share, comment till I come your way again.